The geopolitical landscape during Donald Trump's administration was reshaped by his assertive foreign policies, particularly concerning the Panama Canal, U.S. trade relations, and China's expanding global influence. Trump's tenure was marked by a series of bold actions that sought to reassert American dominance. Focusing on the Panama Canal, even before taking office, Trump was vocal about what he perceived as unfair agreements. He accused Panama of violating agreements by imposing higher shipping fees on American vessels. Trump asserted that Panama should reduce these charges, highlighting Panama's alleged violations. In his typical commanding style, Trump suggested deploying the U.S. military to enforce American interests if necessary, a statement that stirred significant controversy given Panama's limited ability to oppose U.S. military might. Trump's economic policies also affected the U.S. automotive industry, where companies such as Harley-Davidson and Ford came under scrutiny. These companies were importing completely knocked down, CKD, models, produced abroad and merely assembled in the U.S. This practice drew Trump's disapproval, leading to sanctions on firms like Harley-Davidson, pushing them to relocate manufacturing back to the U.S. His strategies aimed to promote domestic production and diminish dependency on foreign manufacturing. Beyond automobiles, Trump tackled wider issues like illegal immigration and drug trafficking, often emphasizing that the U.S. was disproportionately aiding other nations. He introduced trade tariffs targeting imports from countries perceived as unfair trade partners. These tariffs were part of a broader effort to hold countries accountable for issues impacting the U.S. A critical confrontation arose over China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, which saw Panama engaging in strategic economic agreements with China. Trump's administration viewed China's operation of key Panamanian ports as a direct threat to U.S. dominance. In response, Trump issued threats to Panama, demanding cessation of cooperation with China or face severe U.S. actions. At the heart of this confrontation was the strategic importance of the Panama Canal and global trade. Trump's pressure tactics, involving diplomatic and economic measures, led to a shift in Panama's allegiance away from China. Indeed, a firm tweet from Trump led to China's withdrawal, reaffirming Panama's alignment with U.S. interests, demonstrating Trump's influence in reshaping global geopolitical dynamics. While the world watched, this victory became a critical component of Trump's broader geopolitical strategy aimed at curbing China's reach in Latin America. Trump's adept maneuvering sent a resonating message to other nations in the region: align with U.S. interests or face the potential loss of essential economic and military support. Panama, a country previously wrapped in the arms of China's Belt and Road Initiative, felt the shifting tides. As China's influence waned, the United States seized the opportunity to fortify its ties with Panama, recognizing its strategic importance. This was not just about Panama. Trump's actions triggered a domino effect on the global stage. European leaders like Italy's Giorgio Meloni soon followed Trump's lead, dismantling BRI agreements with China as they assumed power. The effects rippled across continents, impacting China economically as influential Latin American players, such as Brazil and Argentina, began re-evaluating their BRI participation. Consequently, China's economic grip loosened over South America, signaling a retreat of its soft power. The waves of change extended even further, touching the Middle East, where nations historically reliant on China, like Iran and Syria, saw their positions falter. Countries in South Asia, too, once reliant on Chinese investments, began reconsidering their alignment. In this broader wave of shifting alliances, Southeast Asian nations such as the Philippines and Indonesia began to actively challenge China's territorial ambitions in the South China Sea, a move bolstered by Trump's assertive foreign policies. Trump's foreign policy objectives, exemplified by his strategy involving Panama, the Panama Canal, and China's Belt and Road Initiative, have definitively altered the landscape of global geopolitics. Through a calculated mix of tariffs, military threats, and diplomatic pressures, Trump's aggressive posture against China led to a significant decline in China's influence across Latin America, the Middle East, and Southeast Asia. These shifts reflect the complex interplay of power, diplomacy, and economy, reshaping global dynamics.